Hey, welcome to another episode of Disney Dust. It's DisneyDwayne here. There is no title here, but if you know the visual, I'm going to be reviewing Death on the Nile, and it is another, well, it's actually supposedly the sequel to Murder on the Orient Express, and both of these movies are adaptations of Agatha Christie's mystery novels. So this is the sequel. I also feel like I'm not really in the position, in my book at least, speaking of books, I'm not in a position to actually review this because I feel I haven't actually read the novels and I haven't even watched Murder on the Orient Express or seen the original Death on the Nile film. So this is actually sort of a remake. Um, Although I'm just going to go ahead because I watched the movie and there's something to share. I do know that, like, in terms of difference between the book and the movie, um, there was no gay couple, and it was nice that they had that here to represent. I'm not going to say the gender of the gay couple. I don't want to give it away. So there is a gay couple in this movie, which is pretty cool. I also know that the book has a larger cast, and of course, for the purposes of the movie, they've sort of cut off a few characters. So I guess the suspects are narrowed down. Overall, as a murder mystery, I don't know. Maybe this is the traditional way murder mysteries go, but I think Knives Out, for example, was something I really enjoyed. The pacing was great. And let me explain why this was different. It was because I feel like in this particular movie, Death on the Nile, there were too many stagnant scenes where Hercule Poirot, our lead, played by Kenneth Branagh, he just sits down with these suspects and he sort of interrogates them. And there's just a bit too many of these scenes going on. So the whole movie just comes to a halt. I think it's meant to be read the way this plays out. And so, I mean, there's no way around it, right? Knives Out didn't have that too much interrogation. The story was just moving along, and it was exciting that way. So I feel like this is a bit. It doesn't work for film in a sense. These interrogation scenes, although it was interesting, of course, the character relationships. All this movie though put the murder a bit much later in the story, and so I did feel like the first half was a little bit drawn out and it was kind of going nowhere. It was a bit empty. It wasn't hooking me. Once the murder happened, it was pretty engaging. And so, yeah, overall, I would give this, I would say a 3 out of 5. I mean, it was fun, but I don't think I would watch it again because it has to be more engaging than that. Plus, you already know who the murderer is, right? And it was curious to see that Armie Hammer's name wasn't on the top cast list on IMDb. I think it very much has to do with a scandal that he's sort of going through right now, and he's just come out of 6 months of rehab and therapy. Hopefully, we see him back on the screens. I don't know. I mean, if you're not a supporter of what he's done, I guess I haven't really looked into it, but this is probably his last performance before entering rehab, and he looks pretty different now. I mean, we'll see if his career continues or not. Kenneth Branagh, by the way, his Hercule Poirot is pretty amazing. He's got a very good French accent, or should I say a Belgian accent, because that's where Hercule Poirot is from. Slightly different from a French accent, but still, I think he nailed it pretty well. And I think he actually had to study French to learn how to get the accent. I think that was his method, his way of getting into the French accent, to actually study French. Um, and that's all I have to say. 3 out of 5. What did you think about Death on the Nile? I don't think a lot of reviews have been too kind. Very picturesque, lots of CGI, beautiful cast, good acting as much as it can be to save the show. I wonder whether if there will be a third movie. Is there a sequel to the books? What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. And as usual, if you enjoy my musings, do subscribe and share this. Give it a thumbs up. Hit that bell for notifications. Till the next review, take care. Bye.